It is Tuesday, October the 15th, 2024. I am James. You are you. We are here for episode 502 of At Home with James, episode 2 of the Halloween season, which is chock full of spooktacular holiday specials. This Halloween intro music sucks. It's horrible. I talked about this last week. Let's replace the previous year's Halloween theme music with a new one. This is maybe worse than the original. It feels like it's a track off of spooky Halloween music for kids. Every track just sounds like this over and over and over again. And then to boot, tonight's technical director just left the music playing over and over again until off screen I was doing this, which I guess is in my brain the gesture for let's keep it moving. Let's get on the air. We are on the air. Tonight is a sequel to something that took place last year. Tonight is Satanic Desires 2, where we dive deep into not only Halloween, but what makes Halloween a little bit freaky, a little bit nasty, a little bit wet, and a little bit wild. Much later on, it is the much anticipated return of a real legend in his own right as it pertains to guests on this internet show. Socratease, the pickup artist, is back. Very excited to hear about what he's got in store for his club, Sucker Please. I can't. That's the name of his bar. All right, I'm already laughing at my own stuff tonight. But first, we are going to welcome back a guest who has not been here since last holiday season, and they made their debut during the Halloween season. Coming to us from the dark depths of hell, please welcome back to the program, Demonica Jones. Demonica, welcome back.
Oh, gee golly, I got muted by your damn tech.
Yeah, I think that the tech is currently listening to the intro music again on a separate set of cans.
Oh, too much, really. So, James, how are you, my darling? It's been
Well,
too long.
I know it's going well. It's the Halloween season. I'm traditionally not someone who's really that much of a fan of the spooky season, but I try to be by way of this show. This is a conduit to get me into the pumpkin patch of life, if you will.
Oh, certainly. Well, I'm so happy to be here on your show. You know I'd do anything for you, James.
Wow. Okay. All right. What are you drinking tonight, Demonica?
Oh, this silly old thing? Oh, well. It's just a little bit of cum. Sparkling. Sparkling, of course.
Oh, do you
Only the best.
do you how do you make that with the Soda Stream or is it its own
Yes,
brand?
that's right. Yes. The Lucifer Lounge partners with SodaStream and fills it full of cum. You've really never tried anything quite like it. It's very
Where do they get all of the produce?
well, my God, it's practically a milking factory down here. Everyone kind of wins in that situation.
Sure. Now, for people who don't know, you talked about being in the Lucifer Lounge. Why don't you let the uninformed know who you are and where you are?
Well, sweetie, I'm known as the dirty diva of the underworld here. I have my residency, now moved to Tuesday nights, every single Tuesday night, all night long here at the Lucifer Lounge in the Heartburn Hotel, singing all the internal damnation covers from BNL to REO, Speedwagon
So
to...
only bands that have acronyms.
I guess you're right. Oh, Jesus, cum makes me tipsy. My
Oh
God.
my God. Yeah, well, is it shocking to find out that's not the first time that's been said on this show?
I'm not shocked by anything you do, James.
All right. Well, Demonica, last time you were here, I did not notice that you had horns. Why don't you let us know what's
Oh,
happened?
no, they're quite new. I've had a little work done, you see.
Hmm.
I didn't really I was thinking of maybe getting them bigger, but I want them to look kind of natural, you know?
Yeah, of course, yeah. What
I
size
was
are those?
I wasn't naturally blessed with giant horns, and you know, tips have been pretty good here down at the Lucifer Lounge, and I thought, well, I'm a woman, I'm a demon, might as well splurge. Hmm?
Now, yeah, what size are those?
Oh, these? Oh, I don't know, like a 46, I guess.
40.
666.
Oh, okay, great. Well, I'm curious to know before we get into it tonight, Demonica, what does a Halloween mean to you being in the depths of hell?
Oh, Halloween is certainly a wonderful time of year. Keeps me busy with all of the damn orgies and rituals and blood feasts and blood orgies and oh gosh, wear a girl out, but I do.
Well, I guess what differentiates an orgy to a blood orgy?
Hmm.
Also, slow down, Demonica. That's, you don't have to drink so fast.
Oh, you're right. I'm such a lush. What can I say? Um, well, I suppose the biggest difference between a regular orgy and a blood orgy would be um, with a blood orgy, we generally do have a human sacrifice where we crack
Okay.
open the earth's core and welcome some real, fresh human blood, just for
Hmm.
the night, of course.
Of course, yeah. Now,
Yes.
how have things been down in hell in the past calendar year? Again, this is the first time I've spoken to you since you were in my home last Christmas.
Oh, yes, what
You
a
fed me
thrill.
pie.
I certainly did. Oh, well, it's been all right, I suppose. I did love coming to your apartment. It's so darling.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah. Well, maybe we can organize something for this holiday season too.
Yes, perhaps we could. I'd love to. What is it? Christmas, you call it?
Yes, it's Christmas. Yeah.
The
That's what we
celebration
call
of
it on this plane.
the celebration,
Yeah.
Christ, dirty bastard.
Now, is that an alcoholic beverage? Is it infused with anything?
No, just
Or does it
fermented.
just come from an alcoholic?
It's just fermented, darling.
Okay.
Sparkling, like I said. The
Well,
bubbles.
drink up. Um, well, I know that last year, wow, that's a big gulp. Oh God. I know that last year when you were
Another
here
over here, please.
yeah, another round for Demonica, please. Last year you were here to talk about how there's not a lot of Halloween music, and you performed a song on the show called the Halloween song. What was that like for you?
Oh, it was quite an interesting experience. I wanted to write something very special for you since
Hmm.
I know you love Christmas, and I thought
Yeah,
wanted to give my own fresh take on that old tune, but using things associated with Halloween. That's really just my writing process, I suppose.
sure. Well, I know
Taking
that
it
you've got a
inspiredly.
new song tonight. Is this the world debut of you been performing it in the Lucifer Lounge?
Oh, it's my grand debut. I've just been a little bit shy. I think this might be
Mhm.
my masterpiece, and it's not
I have a
quite.
hard time believing you've been shy, Demonica.
Oh, please. I'm really just a sweet little demon.
And now, for people who don't know, how did you end up in hell?
Oh, I was born here, born and raised.
Born and raised?
Yes.
What were your parents like?
Well, my daddy is Satan, of course.
Oh, sure, yeah. Your daddy.
Yes. And I don't know. I think I was in terms of my mother, I actually never met her.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh no, it's all right. I'm sure she was a very terrible woman.
All right, well,
I
we'll
don't
move
like to
on.
talk about it too much, to be
All right,
honest.
well, yeah, I certainly don't want to send you into a tailspin of more drinking, that's for sure. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what went into the writing process of this new song?
Well, I wanted to bring it back to like the other song that I did for you. It is
Mhm.
inspired by a Christmas song from your
Yes.
Earth realm,
Hmm.
but I wanted to give it more of myself, really, and because as much as I do love your earthly Halloween, I think there's something I just really wanted to honor the big man, Daddy himself.
Sure. Yeah. Now, again, tonight's Satanic Desires, where, Halloween, at least on this episode, it's not about pumpkins and silly, like, skeletons hanging out of windows. It takes a bit of a darker turn. What's Halloween like down there? I know you mentioned the orgies and, of course, the blood orgies, not to conflate or confuse the two. Are there any other traditions down there that people may not know about?
No, just pretty much orgies all the time. It's how
Okay,
we
so it's
celebrate.
mostly sex based.
Yes, that's right, dear.
All right. Is there anything special for the Halloween orgy?
Oh, maybe some extra large fire dildos.
Oh, sounds rough.
And our delicious ass buffet, of course.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
tradition.
Oh, so there's a variety of different flavors.
Yes, some talk about a rump roast.
Oh, yuck. All right. Well, I think I'm ready to hear and see the world premiere of the song. You're going to be performing it live.
Yes, that's right.
All
I'm
right.
pretty
What's the name of the song?
well, it's called Satan Baby.
Satan Baby, of course. Well, I'm going to throw it to you, folks. Please bring your eyes and ears and all of your attention to the screen because we are about to hear the world premiere of Satan Baby, a Halloween carol sung and composed by the one and the only Demonica Jones. Take it away, Demonica.
Cheers, James. Satan baby, slip me something fun in my drink. Wink. Been a demon all year, Satan baby, and hurry down to hell tonight. Satan baby, I want a simpy loser to cuck or fuck. With a dildo of nails, Satan baby, and hurry back down to hell tonight. Think of all the fun James missed. Think of all the demons that he hasn't kissed. I really do believe that he could be used as a human sacrifice for our blood orgies. Satan baby forgot to mention one little thing, a ring. And I, of course, do mean cock, Satan baby, and hurry back down to hell tonight. Hurry down to hell tonight. Hurry. Tonight.
Wow, Demonica, that was awesome. There were some lyrics that were maybe a little bit concerning.
Well, sure, I'm just trying to be myself. Golly
Of
gee.
course, we need to let artists be themselves, otherwise, how would we have got great songs like Espresso?
Oh, exactly. Oh, by that little darling Sabrina Carpenter. I can't wait until she's down here, let me tell you.
Yeah. Um, okay, so let's get into it. I want to know a little bit more about using me as you talked about the blood orgies, and then that ended up being part of the song. Why James as the human sacrifice?
Oh, well, James, I should have suspected you being the music lover and all to be able to decode
Sure.
my lyrics.
Yeah, well, there wasn't much to decode.
I
I mean, you
tried
used my name.
I tried to be demure, but what can I say? To be honest, and I'll say this since I'm a few comes to the wind, that you're the one thing in this world that I can't have. It breaks my heart.
Oh my goodness. I'm blushing,
Oh
Demonica.
my stars, I've said too much. Oh, but I
No,
told
it's
you,
fine.
I'm
I now
shy.
I want to dig in a little bit to one of the other lyrics that you're looking for a simp to cock.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
Such fun.
tell me more about that.
Well,
Well, for the people who don't know what the word simp means, why don't you let us know what it means to be a simp?
well, if I'm being honest, it's just one of these words that I've heard from your Earth realm about from all of the wonderful little sluts running around and complaining about them. Oh, I just love them all so. And I
Right.
believe is simp is like a wimpy, cucky little like needy little oh, what's the word? God, like
Simp.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not overly familiar with your
And
terms.
that's fine. And for people who don't know what cuck means or cucking,
Um, well, it's when you are oh gosh, once again my words, all this come, I'm just I'm all aflutter.
yeah.
What do you? Why don't you tell them what cucking is, James?
All
I
right.
want to
Well,
hear you tell us what
yeah.
cucking
Well,
is.
in simple terms, it's when
Simple
yeah,
terms.
let's say that there's two people and they are together, right? They are together. They kiss, they do all sorts of things.
Anal?
I mean, if they're consenting and they wish to, yeah. So they
Oh, that's
kiss,
so fun.
their kiss, and they do all sorts of things. But then one of the people is like, "Oh, I really wouldn't mind watching you get freaky with someone else." And they're like,
Oh,
"What?
yes,
That's
yes, of course.
crazy." So remember, these people are together, but then they bring a third in and they kiss and they do things together while this person watches, usually sitting in a corner all the way back here. So they do things,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. And this person right here is the cuck.
Ah, it's a wonderful world, isn't it?
I have to say that I was a little bit worried because there's been a lot of, and it hasn't happened a lot, may I say, and thankfully so over the past couple of years, where people seem to target me as the butt of their joke. I was a little bit on edge. I thought perhaps I was going to be the subject of the simp cuck in this song. All right. Well, I guess we'll leave it to the imagination of the consumers of the song because sometimes
Well,
it's
I told you I was shy.
yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, I won't go to any great lengths to explain that one.
You're too much, James, darling.
Oh, Demonica, you're too much.
Oh no, stop.
I want to know when are we going to get a full blown no pun intended, a full blown album of Halloween songs, Demonica.
Well, I definitely want to wait until Dr. Luke is down here. I feel like he would be a perfect producer, and
Oh,
I don't
sure.
have to wait
Yeah.
until he perishes and is
Yeah.
forever burning in hell.
Well, hold on. You've got Phil Spector down there.
Oh, sure, I go all the way back with Phil. It's a little bit awkward right now since I've cucked him, but he's
Oh,
still
okay.
yeah.
So you've
He,
got cucks, but you're looking for someone to simp for you.
what can I say?
All right. Well, Demonica, anything that you'd like to say to the viewers as we get a little bit closer to the big day on the 31st?
Hey, go out there, spread your legs, do something crazy this Halloween. Really turn it into a freaky fuck fest. And
Oh,
James, it's
hmm
wonderful to see you again.
well, it's
Be on your
always
show.
wonderful to see. No, please. It's wonderful to see you, Demonica.
Do you have any plans to come down here anytime soon?
Well, I don't hope or wish to perish anytime soon, and if I do, I guess I don't know if I'm destined for hell.
It's really too bad. Could have had a really good thing going down here.
Yeah, while you're looking for some type of cuck simp.
Or Daddy Dom, or there's many different things that we could work with. But oh, I've
Uh,
said too much. I'm shy. I
Demonica,
can't
I'm
say anymore.
blushing. I'm blushing.
Oh, James, you really are too much.
Well, no, you're too much, and
No, you're
maybe,
too much.
maybe no, you are too
Oh,
much,
you
Demonica.
are.
No, you're way too much.
No, you're way too much.
All right. Well, Demonica, thanks so much for being here. Maybe we will see you around the holidays and have a happy Halloween. And good luck at your gig tonight.
Oh, thank you very much. And like I said last year, go out and be a little freak, why don't you?
All right. Well, I'll do my best, Demonica. Thank you.
Bye.
That's Demonica Jones debuting a performance for a brand new Halloween Carol, Satan Baby. We will most certainly be clipping that and putting that on our crappy Instagram account. And I have to say, you know, growing up, you hear these stories about, yeah, I saw your father and we locked eyes and I knew that he was the one. I saw that person across the room and I knew that if I didn't take a chance, that would be the person who got away. And coming out of that segment, I'm pretty confident in saying that I'm going to marry Demonica Jones. Speaking of our crappy Instagram account, if you haven't been tuned into it at Home with James show, you've missed a whole plethora of information, namely on October 28th. It's the Great Pumpkin Carve 2024. The carvers have been revealed, and this is a murderer's row of people who will be brandishing sharp equipment. We have got, in no particular order, Alex Brown, Thomas Barnwell, and Annabelle Agnew. This is going to be anyone's game. This is the 5th pumpkin carve. This is an anniversary. That means this has got to be a big effing deal. And guess what? It will be a big effing deal. You know what else is going to be a big effing deal? This Saturday night, 8:30, October 19th, live from Theater VME in the Mile End, one of Montreal's coolest neighborhoods. It's at Home with James, live and in person 3, the improv show. This is going to be, as we announced last week, a multimedia experience. We've got a cast. There is a screen, and I am scouring the internet for as much sick video content, as much twisted audio content as I can find. There's going to be special guests. There's going to be so much hoopla and hootenanny. You are going to be begging to spend more money at the end of the night because you'll say, no, I already paid $10. Let me pay another 10. That's how good this show was. But this show is still happening. We've got more goodness to get to. This person was here at last year's Satanic Desires. They're back this year to detail a whole bunch of stuff as it pertains to what's going on in their nightclub, Socratease. Let's welcome the city's biggest and best pickup artist. It's Socratease. Hey, Socratease, welcome back to the show and welcome to Satanic Desires 2.
Hey, James, how's it going?
I'm doing very well.
Sorry, I've got
I'm very excited to have you back. Oh, where'd you get that hair? Were you,
It's lady's hair, if you know what I'm saying.
what do you mean? Like you got a comb hair stuck in your mouth?
I mean, I guess it's a bit of a comb hair, if you know what I'm saying. Well coiffed.
I noticed that when you came in frame, you were a little bit fidgety, a little bit jittery. Are you just coming from a session?
Yeah, I'm just running away from I was just teaching a class, actually, and it went a bit over.
Hey, what were you teaching tonight?
Normally I teach the advanced classes at my pickup school, Socratease College.
Well, that's true, yeah. Yeah, Socratease College, where the bright and burgeoning can sign up to become a great pickup artist.
Yeah, but this week I was teaching a level 1 workshop because one of my teachers came down sick for the week.
Oh, do they have COVID?
No, not COVID. They have long HPV.
I shouldn't laugh. That's really
you
rough.
Shouldn't, James. It's
yeah, you're right.
I
shouldn't.
Bad. Yeah.
Apparently, you lose your taste.
You lose your taste. Yeah.
There's like a brain fog.
Oh, you've heard about it.
I've heard about certain long things. Wait, why do you have hair on your tongue in your class?
Well, it's from before my class. I was having a separate session with a advanced female student where she was.
Is that a good? Should you be doing that?
What?
Should you be doing that? A little inappropriate.
Why? Because of the power dynamic, James?
Sure.
Well,
especially as a pickup artist.
This was strictly professional. It was strictly a learning session. You know, some people.
What were you teaching, and what were they learning?
They were learning how to be around a true Sigma male.
All right, yeah. Well, a lot of people talk about betas and alphas, but the sigmas get left out in the rain when that's truly the top of the pile.
Sigma's the top of the pyramid, James. What can I say?
All right, I guess
So I won't say
nothing.
anything at all.
We'll move on.
What can I even say? So I won't say
I'm
anything at
curious to
all.
know, did you hear that performance from Demonica Jones?
I did. Wow, James, you booked a nasty intro to me.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, what part was
Normally
the
I'm the dirty part of the show, but
Yeah.
I feel upstaged a little bit. And I saw you. I saw you pulling that game with her.
What game was I
That
using?
game, you were going back and forth. She was inviting you out. You were playing it cool, playing it coy. Weren't saying
Yeah,
yes, but
what's that called?
what's that called?
Yeah, what's that method called? Because
That
I've
met.
learned a thing or two from you.
That's called the Socratease method.
So you've named it after. So playing it cool is
Cool,
the
coy, and
Socrates.
collected. The triple C's.
All right.
The see you later, alligator.
So what's it called? The triple C's, the see you later alligator, or the Socrates
It
method?
goes by many names, James.
All right. So your method that you claim to have invented is playing it cool.
Playing it cool, playing it calm, playing it collected.
All
Gotta
right.
catch
Well, how
'em
do you think
all.
how do you think I did? I was taken. I'll
You
admit
did
it.
well, but then you were kind of putting the I hate to say it, but the pussy on a pedestal a little bit because you said you were gonna marry her, and that's like really jumping from 0 to 100.
Yeah, but when you feel it in your heart,
No, James, you don't feel it in your heart.
Well, where do you feel it?
You feel it in your gonads.
Oh man, you're whipping out all the terms from the 90s.
Oh yeah.
How old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah, what are you drinking?
What am I drinking? Cum.
Yeah. What's that now?
Cum.
Oh, wait, what? You're drinking it too.
Lady cum, yeah. Fermented. We serve it at the bar. Sucker, please.
Is it sparkling?
This bottle's flat. Still, I call it.
Yeah.
But you can ask for still, or you can ask for sparkling, and or you could ask for tap.
But you've got it on tap.
Yeah, we have it on tap.
Have I been in the dark here? I didn't know this was a drink.
I mean, it's a wide array of drinks. It's like saying wine's a drink. Actually, it's many drinks. You can have many different flavors.
Well, hold on. Who's your distributor?
Who's my distributor?
Yeah.
Well, we order all sorts of wines. A lot of the time, we import.
Oh
them.
no, I'm not talking about the wine.
Sorry, I mean, cum wine. And we import it from different countries, different regions of Europe. And we have a sommelier at the bar, Sucker Please, who knows the finest ones and will, if somebody at the club who has bottle service orders a bottle, then they'll get the finest information on where their cum wine's from.
All right, well, let's move on. Halloween is coming up. I'm curious to know if you have any special events on tap, no pun intended, for Sucker Please.
Halloween, yeah. Yeah, we have some special events at Sucker Please.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, James, Halloween, I love it. It's my number one holiday, but I just find recently it's just gotten a little bit too commercial. James, you agree?
Well, it's tough because I have also never really been able to get into the Halloween spirit, not necessarily from the commercial aspect of it, mostly because it doesn't really do it for me, but I like Christmas, and that's also very commercial. What part about you're only noticing this now?
Well, Halloween, it's a day where people go out. They want to get a little bit, wear their promiscuous outfits. They want to do hookups. And all that's great. That's the human connection that I'm after. But then, suddenly it's all about kids and costumes and candy. Selling
so
which costume to which kid. You gotta buy candy. You gotta hand it out. You gotta carve a pumpkin. All these things. It's just so big Halloween industry can get their paycheck afterwards. It's not
Right,
about the
so
roots
what-
of the holiday, James.
So what you're saying is that selling costumes and candy and appealing to kids takes away from the true meaning and spirit of Halloween, which is wearing revealing costumes to get laid.
Yeah. That was a pretty succinct summary of it, James. That's
Well, it
pretty
was.
good.
Well, I
You
sussed
got
it out.
away with words.
Oh, well, thank you. Coming from you as a real wordsmith,
Yeah.
an artist, a poet.
Oh, thank you, James.
That's high praise. Yeah, drink up.
Tangy.
Oh God. So what do you plan to do? Is this a war on Halloween?
A war on Halloween? No, James.
All right, well tell me more.
Tell you more. Well, I was feeling pretty bummed about this whole thing, and
Yeah, I know. I brought up Halloween and you really dipped in energy levels.
I had a whole night planned at the club, Socratease. We were
Well, hold on. Tell us a little bit about the night.
The
Yeah.
night is called Thongs and Dongs, and
Wait, that's a Halloween event?
yeah. What else would it be?
Okay, now I just want to backtrack. Is it thongs and dongs?
Or
No, I'm just trying to clarify. Is that what I heard right?
Thongs and Dongs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you think I said?
No, I just want to know that I heard right.
Thongs and Dongs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us a little bit about how it was pertinent to Halloween.
How Thongs and
Because,
Dongs?
usually, you see like it's like got a thematic kind of slant to it. Yours just sounds like a dirty night.
Well, I got a Cisco costume, James.
All right.
Entirely silver outfit with silver hair. You know Cisco, James?
Yeah, I know Cisco. Yeah.
He came up with a song. Just heard
Song.
Yeah, you heard this before?
Yeah, I've heard this song's like over 20 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it was my
Wait,
first
hold
time
on.
hearing it.
You only recently stumbled onto Cisco's thong song?
Wow, the song is great. I didn't know about it. But
Wait, where? How old are you?
how old am I? I prefer not
Yeah.
to say, James.
Right. Well,
Anyway, great
have you been
lyrics.
alive for 20 plus years?
Yeah. James,
I'm-
I'm over 20 years old, James.
Yeah, well, I'm just surprised that.
I'm not like the Doogie Howser of pickup artists.
Yeah, don't worry. So, yeah, well, I know you must be over 20 if you're pulling Doogie Howser references.
Yeah. I used to watch that show when I was a kid.
All right, so you're probably in your 40s.
On reruns. On cable.
All right, let's get back into the brass tacks of things here. So you only recently discovered Cisco's thong song. Where were you when it was playing?
Where was I?
Yeah.
I was in Maxi. Getting some mixers for cocktails for the bar.
This is really interesting because it's like, doing your groceries isn't inherently unusual, but sometimes when you have visions or ideas of people, them in a different kind of situation, it feels very out of context. You inside of a maxi is very out of context.
I was in a Maxi and I start hearing these lyrics. She's got dumps like a truck.
There's a couple things I just want to address. The first one is
what?
Why are you buying your mixers at Maxi and you don't have you got a distributor for Lady Liquid, but you don't have a mixer distributor? And why is this Maxi playing the thong song?
Well, let's answer one question at a time.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Why do I go to Maxi? Because they got the best deal on 2-liter bottles of cola, James.
You get name brand or?
Sometimes I get name brand, and sometimes I get generic. It depends on if you specifically ask for a name brand cola.
So someone's like, I want a rum and Coke,
Yeah.
or they'll say, I'll have a rum and generic brand cola.
Sometimes they'll say, I'll have a rum and RC, or I'll have a rum Pepsi knockoff, or
right,
I'll have a
okay.
rum Pepsi clear.
So now we understand. It's got good deals on mixers. So take me. You're pushing the cart.
I'm pushing the cart, getting the colas. I'm like, oh man, this is a lot of cola. Then I hear the lyrics to this song. She's got dumps like a truck, thighs like what, all night long. And then I got me thinking, what is this magical
What are you
serenade?
looking at? What are you looking at over there? What's going on in
What
the
am I
bar?
looking at?
Yeah, you keep looking off to the.
What am I looking at, James?
What's going on over there?
I'm looking at a man who needs to man up right now, James.
What?
All night long, let me see that thong, baby. That thong, ta-dong, thong, thong. And then I started thinking, hey, I want to see that thong. And then it goes, I like it when your booty goes blub 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 blub. And I was like, I've heard booties go that before. This song's relatable.
It's really really relatable to you.
Yeah. Then I watched the music video on YouTube and he's doing cartwheels on the beach.
All right. Well, did that so that's what inspired.
So the thong part of Thongs and Dongs Night is inspired by the fact that I got a Cisco costume for Halloween.
Yeah. So you heard the song.
Yeah.
You watched the music video, and then you bought a Cisco costume for Halloween.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so how
you want to know what the dong parts?
That's exactly what I'm getting at.
Cocks.
Yeah, okay, but like, where were you when that part was inspired?
Oh man, I was shopping in Super C.
For what?
For some frozen pigs in a blanket, because I like to serve some appetizers at the bar. I got a big industrial oven out back, but the best place to buy cheap pigs in a blanket is at Super Carnival.
So you call it by its original name.
Yeah, its full name, if I want to be polite.
Yeah, okay. So then what happened?
And
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, look at these little sausages. And I thought sausages, and my brain started free associating sausages, dongs.
Okay, so hold on. You went from you free associated once over.
Free associated one time. And then I was like, wait, at the last grocery store I was at, thongs. At this grocery store, dongs. Sounds like a Halloween party.
Yeah, what? So again, what part is Halloween?
What?
Yeah,
I'm going to be serving little hot dogs, and I'm going to be wearing a Cisco costume.
Yeah, but is
what
anyone
part isn't
else
Halloween?
Is anyone else in a costume?
Anyone else?
Yeah, the people who are going.
I hope so.
Are you
don't think people are
advertising
going
it?
to? I'm not going to advertise it as a Halloween night. I'm calling it Thongs and Dongs Night. It's
You were
obviously a
just
Halloween party.
You were just talking about how you're not in the Halloween spirit because it got too commercial. You're stripping away the Halloween spirit from your own Thongs and Dongs event.
What do you mean I'm stripping it away? Ooh,
Well, it sounds like you're the only
strip away night. That sounds good.
All right, well, can I have credit on it?
Yeah, strip away night presented by James McGee. DJ with a DJ set by James McGee.
All right, so it's presented by me, and I'm also the DJ.
Yeah, and Pitbull.
Oh, wait, you're hiring Pitbull
Do you know
for this?
Pitbull, James? Because I
Well,
could really use the connection.
I don't know him personally.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. I was trying to meet him at Parc Jean Drapeau a couple months back.
Well, his
but he never
concert got
showed
canceled.
up. Yeah, I know. I was there.
You were trying to meet him?
I had keys to the VIP that night, and he didn't even show up.
What are you looking at?
What am I looking at, James?
You keep looking away.
I'm looking at a man who really needs to get laid.
All right, so are you formally inviting me to Thongs and Dongs Night?
No, why would you assume that?
Well, I
Tickets
thought
are
that
$50.
I think I can afford $50.
Okay, well then you're invited to buy.
I don't want to.
Okay.
Well, look, hold on. Let's get into it. You're saying that I need to get laid.
Yeah.
You're a pickup artist. You don't want to be my wingman?
I mean, James, I've tried. How long have we known each other?
Few years.
A few years. How old are you?
I prefer not to
You
say.
prefer not to say?
Yeah.
Well, I've known you a long time.
Yeah.
And I've tried my best to get you in the game. For you to pick up the controller and stop being an NPC and start being a playable character. But so far, you barely followed my instructions at all. How many times have you had sex since we met?
I'd prefer not to
You
say.
prefer not to say? I'll tell you how many times I've had sex. 1,349 and a half.
What's the half?
The half?
Yeah.
I'm halfway through right now.
Wait, are you in the middle again of having sex? You're having sex right now?
Yeah, I'm having sex right now.
What position?
What do you think I'm looking at, James?
Yeah.
What do you think I've been looking at this whole time?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Every time you're here, you're always halfway in and halfway out. What are you doing?
Doing one of my breathing technique I learned from Sting.
What is like tantric sex?
Tantric, yeah, it's a tantric breathing technique. It's so I can last less.
Wait, you want to last less?
Yeah, I've got no sensitivity down there anymore, James.
Yeah, you're basically like a pool cue that's all like nubbed out.
Yeah, it's just one long shaft of wood that strikes
Oh.
balls into pockets.
So you're doing the reverse of tantric sex.
Yeah, I'm speeding it up.
How long have you been in the middle of this session?
What? Oh, I'm
How-
almost a day and a half into this one.
Oh my god, is this your student?
No, of course, James, come on. The power dynamic.
All right, so let's get back into it. It's a $50 cover charge to get into Thongs and Dongs Night. Is it on Halloween?
No, it's not on Halloween. It's on All Hallows Eve, James.
Isn't that Halloween?
Yeah, but I call it All Hallows Eve. And it's All Hallows Eve, not All Hallows Steve. So
I
don't
think
get
you've
it
had-
twisted.
I think you've had one too many drinks tonight.
man.
So yeah.
This is strong cum. You know, this is like moonshine. I'm making it.
I'm Socratease. I'm worried about you, man.
Why is that?
It feels like these feelings you've got about Halloween getting too commercial has sent you into the bottle.
Oh man, you love talking about feelings, don't you?
What does that make me a beta?
Yeah, yeah. You know, this Demonica lady that was on before.
Yeah, sure.
What's your next move? I want to find out more about you, James.
Can I be honest, guy to guy?
Mano y mano.
Yeah.
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 I
was
Player-patient confidentiality.
Yeah, I was what was that now?
Player-patient confidentiality.
Right, so you're the player and I'm the patient.
Yeah, get it straight.
Dude, I think I was gonna go buy a ring.
James, you're Russian. You're putting it on a pedestal.
I know. It's
What about you want multiple ladies to choose from?
I don't know. I don't know if maybe I'm ready to settle down, Socratease.
Nah, James, you're gonna get run over.
Yeah, but if I
You're
do
gonna
it
get
your
chewed
way,
up and spat out.
if I do it your way, I'm gonna get run down, left with nothing but a piece of wood.
Well, you know, I have a motto at Socratease College, and that's "Have it your way." So we wouldn't be doing it my way. We should do it your way for sure. But I want
That's
your
not
way
your
to be
motto.
the right way. What do you mean it's not my motto?
That's Burger King's motto.
Burger King?
Yeah,
No, that's ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm Burger
that's
King.
McDonald's.
What?
That's McDonald's.
No, McDonald's is. McDonald's. They had that guy with the big pants.
That's Jared from Subway.
No, it's Jared from McDonald's.
Okay, so have it your way.
Subway had
How does that relate to
big
me?
purple guy.
Grimace.
Grimace, yeah. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm waiting for you to follow up. You're saying, patient to player
What was I saying?
confidentiality. You're saying that I'm Russian and I want multiple women.
Yeah, you want to get a few. You want to have your pool cues in many different fires. So yeah, Demonica could be one, but who are some other
Irons and fires.
pool cues? James, you are a piece of work.
All right, I'm sorry.
So you want a couple of options. So who are some of the other options in your life?
I don't have any.
You don't have any?
This is it. Yeah,
Oh, what do you do for fun? Who you hanging out with for recreation?
Recreation.
Yeah, Sean DePaul.
I hang out with some friends.
Mm-hmm.
Go
lady
have,
friends.
well, not romantically.
Right, but they're of the female persuasion.
Sure, yeah.
You ever think of escalating it?
Well, no, not really. I like to
scared.
keep my friends my friends.
Okay. And your enemies, your enemies.
Well, I don't think I have any enemies.
Oh, you have enemies, James.
You think I have enemies?
Yeah, a lot of people come around the club. They say, "Oh, you know that guy James McGee," and then they spit on the floor.
Wait, why are my enemies going to your nightclub? It feels like a real strange dynamic, and I don't know if the clientele in my brain at least matches up.
I mean, in my head, they're not specifically searching out my nightclub. It's just that you have so many of them that statistically, some of them would show up.
Okay, so what do I need to do? Enough's enough. Give me
Enough's
some
enough.
advice.
You
I
need
want
you need
I
some
want
hobbies that have some
I
ladies
want three
attached to them.
tips.
What are some of the hobbies that you're interested in?
I don't really have any hobbies.
Well, what would be a hobby that you could get into? What do you do, James?
Well, what do I do?
Yeah, what do you do? You don't
Well,
have
I work in the
hobbies?
I work in the arts.
You work in the arts. Well, what about arts? You got some funny ladies in that field. Well, first things you got to do is you got to pick a hobby.
All right. So the first thing is, well, I debated maybe like taking up ball hockey.
Ball hockey.
Yeah. Well, that's a hobby.
Okay, well, what about a hobby that a lady would show up to?
Okay, well then you tell me. You're the pickup artist. What's a hobby that I can take up that's going to also have some ladies?
There's a lot of things. What about crocheting?
Well, I don't know if I'd be really that good with my hands.
Oh, well, you got to get better with your hands, James. That's the number one thing that ladies
All right.
like.
All right. Good with hands?
Good with hands, yeah.
All right.
Handsy. They like that. What about
I feel like I'm a lost cause here. Have I stumped you?
Yeah, I mean, I've come on the show numerous times. I've given you advice each time, and it doesn't seem like you follow any of it. So I'm just trying to think of things that are outside the box of my traditional.
Well, then maybe
schooling.
maybe
I might have to
maybe
talk to my my teacher.
who's your teacher?
My teacher?
Yeah.
I learned my game from none other than Johnny Depp.
The actor?
Johnny Depp, yeah, the actor on the set of the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Wait, hold on. You were in that movie?
I wasn't in the movie. I was on the set, James.
Doing what?
Doing what? I was a consultant.
For who?
For their accessory department.
Well, how did you get that job?
Well, because I like wear things like rings, like little leather bands on my head.
So they're like, let's get this
hats,
guy
blouses.
to be a pirate movie accessory consultant.
Yeah, I was a consultant to the costume director as a
Halloween is coming up.
Sure.
Is there anything I can do?
I forgot about Halloween.
Is there you? Yeah, the whole thing started with you being sad and forlorn.
Yeah. Well, what do you want? What do you think I should do? I give you a lot of advice. What should I do to get over this sort of hump?
Well, maybe I need to come to Thong and Dong Night.
Okay, fine.
And I can help you and you can help me. I can help you get into the Halloween spirit. I think maybe you start advertising it just like everyone dresses Cisco. We're going to have the best Cisco costume award.
That's good. Everybody dressed as Cisco.
Yeah.
Wow. What about anybody dressed in thongs as Cisco's like the yang to Cisco's yin?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it is Thongs and Dongs Night.
Sure, yeah. We're going to need some thongs.
Sure.
God knows we're going to get enough dongs with you coming to
Yeah.
the party.
Yeah, it sounds like there's going to be a lot of dongs.
Yeah. All right.
And then maybe I can help you get into the Halloween spirit like I just did, and you can help me, meet the one.
Okay. But no candy, right?
Well, I think that it's perfectly fine. I don't know if people are going to a bar on Halloween for candy.
All right, and no little kids. Don't try to
No.
bring any little kids.
I don't. I wouldn't.
Okay. All right, you know what? I'm going to comp your ticket, James.
Thank you. $50 is saved and in my bank account.
Yeah. And but you're not going to get any complimentary glasses of cum though. That you got to pay.
That's fine. I'm off.
You're off.
Socratease, any
Sober October.
Yeah, any any tips for people hitting the streets for Halloween?
Yeah, you got to do what inspires you out there. I was inspired by a little song called Thong. Maybe you're going to be inspired by something else that gets your freak flag flying. So once you find your zen, your bliss, and follow it completely and be whatever, as Demonica said, I think she said something along the lines of, go out there, spread those legs, or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever she said.
People are looking to do that every weekend at the bars, let alone Halloween.
That's true. Sometimes you need a little social lubricant to.
That is true. Yeah. Well, look, maybe we'll all be socially lubricated. Yeah, drink up at Thongs and Dongs Night at Sucker Please.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Socrates, thanks so much for being here. It was good to talk to you again.
Hey, it was great. James, I'm sorry that I didn't have better advice for you this time around.
It's okay.
I'm a little bit ashamed. I've been in the game a long time. I'm going to talk to Depp
You've
about
exhausted a lot of options because, as you said, I've been an NPC for a long time.
But I'm going to talk to Depp, Mr. Depp, and maybe he'll come on the show.
All right. Well, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Thanks,
he likes
Socrates.
you.
Oh, he knows me?
Yeah, we talk about you sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything in specific?
He likes your style.
All right. Well, thanks.
Yeah. Well, don't thank me. Thank Mr. Depp.
Well, thanks, Mr. Depp.
Yeah.
Socrates, have a good night and good luck tonight at the club. And I hope you're able to ejaculate soon.
Hey, me too, brother. Talk to you soon.
Have a good night.
Bye.
That's Socrates. Wow, this felt old school, a vulgar night on At Home, but that's what it's all about when it's Satanic Desires. Right here on the show that won't go away. Things are going to get a little bit more lighthearted next week. We will be back on Monday. My God, back to where we once began. Past couple weeks, we've been preempted due to my work schedule. No more. We are back in the trenches. A week from yesterday, another edition of the Halloween of Horrors. A panel, so many topics, and who doesn't love a wheel episode? Clear my throat there. And that's when you know that it's time to go bye-bye. Dodo. On allait dans notre lit pour un autre soirée. That's our show. We hope you've enjoyed Satanic Desires 2. Until next week, I am James. You are you. We were here. Good night, goodbye, farewell, and of course, be well.